So I just had a childhood epiphany about 10 minutes ago. What is going on, you guys? It's ArealR32 here, bringing you guys a interesting hell of a deck. We've heard of stun decks before, we've heard of malefic decks before, but my god, nothing like this. So let me just explain. So I get home from school, I'm tired and everything, and all of a sudden I see that Gage has liked a video as I'm scrolling through my subscriptions, and Gage has liked this video called Pyramid of Light Skill Drain Deck Profile. I'm going to have a link to it in the description, but shout out to the guy's YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it was in all caps Yu-Gi-Oh group, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have a link to his channel in the description, as well as a link to the video in the description. He has 449 subscribers at the time of me making this video. It's freaking insane. I like it a lot. I like this deck a lot. Like, words cannot describe how much, like, childhood feelings I'm feeling right now with just, like, friggin' Pyramid of Light and Andro Sphinx and, like, oh my god, it's the cards from the friggin' show. But anyways, enough about my childhood epiphany. Let's get into this deck here. So just as a side note, the guy explains all the combos in the deck, you know, play by play. You know, like what the best plays are, and essentially it operates on an Exodia lockdown engine. That's what I noticed a lot. Like, I figured once I saw the trap lineup, I knew why Gage liked the video, because 3 Dark Bribes means have a card, 3 Skill Drain, 3 Imperial Customs. Need I say more? So, yeah, just these cards just spell out lockdown for days, and it pretty much works the exact same way, if not exactly the same way Exodia Lockdown does in regards to the lock. Like, all you would have to do is switch out Shape Sister for Metal Reflect Slime, and you're pretty much running an Exodia Lockdown engine with Malefics. Like, it's that closely resembled, because in Exodia Lockdown you run 3 Dark Bribe, 3 Skill Drain, 3 Custom, because as you all know, the lock is pretty much just using Prohibition to lock down all your opponent's cards. Imperial Custom, you can use it to essentially use Imperial Custom to lock down Skill Drain, which protects it, and then it also protects your Shape Sister and your Pyramid of Light. So before I jump into the deck, of course, it doesn't revolve around the Pyramid of Light, obviously, but most of your plays revolve around it, because you can use Imperial Custom, use Pyramid of Light. He said to activate it at your opponent's end phase, so that they can't, like, MST it or whatever. You can pay 500, so it's essentially an ultimate offering because of Andro Sphinx's effect, to special summon him. And then all the Pyramid of Light does it's just like a field spell for Andro Sphinx. If this face-up card is removed from your side of the field, destroy Andro Sphinx and Sphinx Talea. You don't run Sphinx Talea, so it doesn't matter. On your side of the field, and remove them from play. So they don't just go to the graveyard when the Pyramid of Light is destroyed. It actually removes the cards from the game so that you can't get them back. And then Andro Sphinx's effect is that you can pay 500 to special summon this card when Pyramid of Light is on the field. This card cannot attack during the turn it is normal summon or special summon. This card cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. If this card destroys a defense position monster as a result of battle, inflict damage your opponent's life points equal to half the attack destroyed monster. His effect that he can't attack the turn that he's normal or special summon doesn't really matter, because you're going to have Skill Drain up on the board most likely, so that doesn't really affect you. So as soon as you summon them, you can just swing with 9k for game. And I like how the guy put it, that, oh, you're paying 1,500 to summon out 3 monsters. Okay, I lose 1,500 summoning Mystical Shine Balls. I would rather lose 1,500 instead of summoning 3 useless tiny white balls. That's what she said. Summon 3,000 Beat Sticks, and they have the exact same stats as Blue Eyes White Dragon. So why would you not want to summon 3 Blue Eyes in one turn? Anyways, let's get into the deck lineup here, and I'll explain what some of the cards do, since most of these cards are pretty old. We have 3 Malefic Cyberend Dragon, 2 Beast King Barbaros, 3 Card D, and 3 Andro Sphinx. That's all of his monsters. That's all you really need in most Malefic decks. Like, in typical Malefic decks, you'll see like 3 Malefic Cyberend, 3 Malefic Stardust, maybe 2 or 3 cars, and then maybe 2 or 3 Barbaros. They usually have a pretty small monster lineup. For the spells, we have Triple Potted Duality, 2 Swords of Revealing Light, 2 Field Barrier, and then for the field spell, he's running Triple Mound of the Bound Creator. This card is so damn good. Like, I've gone against this on Dev Pro. It's so freaking annoying, because, like, since they always seem to have protection for it, it's so hard to get off the board. Same thing with Field Barrier, and Field Barrier is actually a really interesting card. I actually like it a lot. Field spell cards cannot be destroyed. Also, a new field spell card cannot be activated. You can only control one face-up Field Barrier. So if we end up getting that rule that's right now in the OCG where 2 field spell cards can be face-up on the field at the same time, Field Barrier stops that. So it's actually a really interesting card if we end up getting some of those OCG rules. And then as for Mound of the Bound Creator, it's pretty much your MVP of the deck. Next to pretty much your whole monster lineup in the Pyramid of Light. What it does is that level 10 or higher monsters on the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. If a level 10 or higher monster on the field destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, the player who controlled the destroyed monster takes 1,000 damage, and when this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can add one divine monster from your deck to your hands. That last effect doesn't affect you. But what's key here is that the level 10 or higher monsters on the field cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So, Mirror Force can't blow them up. Deprison targets can't blow it up. Magic Cylinder can't be used on them. Just anything like that is just no-no. And then for the traps, there's a lot of them, as you can see, 19. One Phoenix Wing Windblast, which was interesting to see that he was only running one. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of just one-ofs if you can run more than just one. So me, typically, I wouldn't want to run just one Phoenix Wing, but it makes sense because, you know, you don't want to go crazy with constantly discarding cards. So it makes sense. One Torrential, one Macrocosmos, obviously because you don't care about your stuff getting removed from the game. Card D doesn't have to go to the graveyard. One Shape Sister, and all it does is that it gets special summoned to the board. Level 2 0 attack and events. It's an Earth type tuner, and it's a normal monster Fiend type. Really, just your typical plays that you're just going to activate Shape Sister, bring it out at the end phase, chain custom, and then you have infinite defense, and it's also a level 2 tuner for when you need to use it as tuner. You could swap this out for Metal Reflect Slime, because they're both pretty much the same card except Shape Sister is a tuner. So if you want to have that accessibility to tuners, then I would suggest keeping Shape Sister in here. And then one Black Horn of Heaven. That's all the one-ofs. And then for the threes, we have 3 Dark Bribe, 3 Imperial Custom, 3 Skill Drain, 3 Hoban. I'm just kidding. 3 Reckless Greed. People get mad at me in the comments all the time saying, "Oh, Dark Worlds did it beforehand, blah, blah, blah." And then for your final 2 cards, the 2 Pyramids of Light. Insert Kaiba activating the Pyramid of Light here. And then for the extra deck, we have this. The only things that he ran was the 3 Cyber Ends, the Leo, the Felgrin, and the Heliopolis, and he forgot his Gustav Max. Like he couldn't find it apparently. So I just filled in the rest of the extra deck for him of cards that you could run. I filled in one of each of the level 8s because they're just that good. Tachyon, Neo Galaxy's Photon Dragon, Gimmick Puppet of Strings, Gimmick Puppet Leo, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, Elzai, the Sylvan High Protector, and then I threw in an extra Rail Cannon because it's just that good. And I also threw in a Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. I know it's a long name, but you end up getting out with 3 level 3s like so fast. It seems that it's like it is possible to sometimes make these 3 level 3s, and even if it doesn't happen often, it's good to have that option. Plus, Robot Galaxy Destroyer is just freaking amazing. For one thing, it looks like a freaking transformer. What it is that you can, once per turn, you can detach and seize material from this card, destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Your opponent can activate spell and trap cards in response to this card's activation. So it's pretty much a heavy storm that can't be negated. So I'm glad that that's in the extra deck here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think this is freaking insane. I'm gonna go on DN right now and test this thing out. If you guys have Andrew Sphinxes, send me a message and we'll talk. Oh my god, like I was literally just laughing my ass off, and then I literally started clapping while watching this video when he talked about the play where you just pay 15, summon out 3 Andro Sphinxes, then sack off all 3 for a Barbados and just blow their board. I was just like, I'm done. Like, you just deserve to win that game when you do that. Alright, well, anyways, in any case, really, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I think this is freaking awesome. I relived my childhood just watching that video. So, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, most importantly, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.